Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and tech channel ATC. So today in this video we are going to be creating an internet clock using this Ttgo display board. It's from Ttgo. So I'm using the word internet clock because we are not going to be setting the time manually, or you don't need to buy that time module, because this board contains an ESP32 chip with an inbuilt Wi-Fi antenna. So it connects to Wi-Fi and it sends a request to a web server which is present in the internet, and the server gives it the result containing the time. So even while it's showing the time, I'm going to be using the inbuilt OLED display. This is a color display. I'm going to be displaying the time. While it's displaying the time, I have tested out that if I disconnect the internet, even that time it shows the accurate time unless you press the reset button or unplug and plug it in again. So yeah, that's it. Now if you don't have a Ttgo OLED display board, or you have another board with an inbuilt color display, you can use that as well, or you need to buy a separate dev board and a separate color display, because I'm going to be making it look modern. So we are going to be spicing up with some colors. So yeah, that's it. Now take your things up, let's get started. So welcome back. As you can see, here is our Ttgo display. So I've already uploaded the internet clock code, so you can see a demonstration, but I haven't provided the internet credentials. So I'm going to be showing you the screen which I have made when the internet is not connected. So it is pretty like if you haven't connected the internet, it will show this screen. Let me just show you right now. As you can see, it shows a red background, and there's a little bit camera. As you can see, it says Wi-Fi not connected. You can a little bit see there. So I would recommend you to download the code. So as I said, if you don't have a microcontroller like Ttgo, you can use another one with an inbuilt or an external display, but you need to do some changes in the programming according to your display. So here it says Wi-Fi not connected. Press reset. So here is the reset button. If I press reset, nothing's going to be happening because I haven't provided the Wi-Fi credentials. Now let me show you my screen now. So as you can see here in my screen, let me just go ahead and open Arduino IDE. So I'm going to be opening Arduino, and here we go, it's opening. So the basic idea is, when you are not connected to the internet, it shows this press reset, and if you press reset, when it gets connected to the internet successfully, then it will show a kind of a gradient background. So this is a new feature in TFT ESPI library which I'm going to be using today. So it's using the TFT ESPI library. So there's a new update, so you can create a rectangle with gradients. So I've created that as well to spice up with some colors. And yeah, that's why I'm telling you to use a colored screen, not a blue colored or yellow colored OLED screen. So now let's go back to our screen. So here, as you can see, I have opened my Ttgo clock code. So I'm not going to be writing the code from the starting. As you can see here, I have included the following libraries: Wi-Fi.h to connect to the Wi-Fi, and NTPC client, Wi-Fi UDP. So these are all the libraries you require. So this one helps us to connect to the server and get the time back. Here we are setting up, I'm going to be using the TFT ESPI library for my display. You can use any other like Adafruit, GFX or libraries. So I'm going to be using TFT ESPI. So I'm defining my display, which is the inbuilt ESPI display, which is already attached to a microcontroller. Then here is the SSID and password of my Wi-Fi. Then here we are having some configurations for the server. As you can see, we are defining a Wi-Fi UDP, NTP UDP, and we are giving the name. And then we are having NTP client, time client. So we are defining a time client. As you can see here, the defined variables are being used in here. So now let's go to void setup, and as you can see it says TFT init. So that means we are starting the TFT ESPI library right here. Then we are going to be filling the screen with black. So first you don't need to see any corruption screen. That's why we are filling the screen to black, so the screen will be black. And then we are setting the rotation to 1. That means the rotation is like this. I think it's like 180 or 240 degrees, I don't know, I'm not sure. Now here then we are having serial monitor. So just for debugging, I've enabled the serial monitor, serial.println, just 2 lines. Then here we are having connecting to SSID, and here Wi-Fi.begin. We are beginning the Wi-Fi by putting the SSID and the password. Then I'm just defining a debugging button, but we are not going to be using that, so you can just comment it. And then here we are having while here, and as you can see here we are having a while loop. Wi-Fi.status, if the Wi-Fi is not connected, I've written the code to display this red screen. So as you can see here, it's the red screen. I'm going to be showing and explaining the code to you so you can understand it. So first we are going to be tft.fill screen red. As you can see, the background is red on the OLED display, so that's what I'm using this command here, tft.fill screen tft_red. I'm using one of the predefined colors in the TFT ESPI library. Then we are going to be setting the cursor or the position of the text. Then we are going to be giving some style properties. So here I'm going to be setting the text size. Then finally we are going to be printing Wi-Fi not connected. So here you will be seeing here at the top Wi-Fi not connected. You can't clearly see on the camera, but it says Wi-Fi not connected. Then we are printing another text 50 pixels away from it and same size, and we are printing press reset. As you can see down here it says press reset. Now if you go back to the screen, then while it's not connected, and then if it just gets connected, we are going to be printing the Wi-Fi connected thing, and then the IP address of our board. Then we are going to be writing tft.fill screen tft.black, just clear up all the things. Then we are going to be tft.fill rect v gradient, so vertical gradient. So here we write the x and y position, width and the height, tft_white and tft_blue. So I'll explain that once I give the correct Wi-Fi credentials. Then here we are having the time client.begin. So here the time client will begin. So I've created a separate function to show the time to keep the things neat. So here first we are getting time client.update, so it will be continuously updating. String ft means formatted time, time client.get formatted time. Then tft.set text to 3, and we are going to be writing the time or displaying the time in the center of the display, tft.println ft. Then in the void loop we are just updating the time and defining the things, everything, to get rid of errors in just case if anything wrong happens. Then we are calling the function show times. So this is not needed here, but still for I have written. So if I just remove this and just click on verify, it just verifies this, there are no errors. Now let me just provide the correct credentials and upload it. As you can see, I've provided the Wi-Fi credentials. I'm going to be blurring this out, and as you can see it has done uploading. Now let me just switch back to the camera mode. As you can see, it provides a nice gradient. After uploading, as you can see, let me just press the reset button. First it will show Wi-Fi not connected screen, then it will show the time when it gets connected. Let me just replay that. Wi-Fi not connected, as you can see. Now after it gets connected to Wi-Fi, as you can see here, it's showing the time. Let me just As you can see, you can kind of see it's showing the time is updating real time. So now if I just kind of press the reset button again, first it will show Wi-Fi not connected, then again it will start to show the time. So that's what here. Now let me explain how you can change your country and stuff in the code. So here, as you can see here, it says in.pool.ntp.org. so here in stands for India. I don't know, you can just change it to I think US and that will work. Let me just try that so you guys can see. So it will get the US time. I don't think it will work, but let's see still. So as you can see, it's compiling the sketch and now it will upload it. So while it's compiling, let me just explain this line to you. So here fill rect V gradient. V stands for vertical. You can also write H there, so it will do it horizontal. Then here is the X and Y position. Here will be the width and the height, and the top color to bottom color. If you use the H here, it will be from left to right. So yeah, now let me just show you my camera screen. As you can see, it says 21:50:53, which is not the correct time right now. I just press the reset button. I think now it's starting to show the US time. Okay, let's wait a minute till it gets connected to Wi-Fi. Okay. So as you can see, it's showing the time as 5. As you can see, it's showing the US time now. I don't know, it was showing the incorrect time before, and as you can see, right now it's 21:53 in the US. As you can see, you can change here whatever you want, like US or India. For me, it's IN, so let me just keep that to IN. So yeah, that's it. So how you can download the code, make some changes, and yeah, that's it. So it's pretty easy to understand. So there are comments like in milliseconds to explain the lines of code. So I'll be providing the code in the GitHub, so you can just check the link in the description and download the code. And you can upload it to a microcontroller. If your microcontroller is different or it's different, you need to use different library. Make sure you do some changes in the code, because I'm using the TFT ESP library, which is pretty much compatible with any ESP32 or ESP8266 boards. But yeah, still, thanks for watching. I'll see you again in my next video. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. And yeah, that's it. Bye.